Fame, Bill Coates was bitten by the broadcasting bug early in life. His parents would tell stories of young Bill turning down the sound during Dallas Cowboys television broadcasts so that he could supply his own play-by-play commentary. Bill has a long history in Texas sports broadcasting. After anchoring weekend sportscasts at Austin's NBC affiliate, he received an offer from KVET to join the station as a play-by-play announcer. While at KVET, Bill also hosted the Longhorn Locker Room Show and served as the station's sports director for 3 years. After working for Mutual Radio, Bill landed at WBAP in Dallas, where he was the morning sports anchor alongside Hal Jay and Dick Siegel. In 1988, Bill was the recipient of the Katie Award for Best Sportscast from the Dallas Press Club. That same year, he was named as radio voice of the TCU Horned Frogs, a position that he held until 1999. Bill returned to his hometown of Tyler in 1991, when he joined KTBB and KTYL as morning sports anchor and senior account executive. Today, Bill is the sports director at KTBB and KRWR. He currently also co-hosts the Sports Talk program with Kevin Simon on KRWR. Please welcome Bill Coates to the Texas Radio Hall of Fame.
Good afternoon. This is really cool. Quick story about the power of radio. A friend introduced my wife and me in 1991. Before we had our first date, she tuned the radio to WBAP. She wanted to hear what I sound like. She said I sounded like I was tall and handsome. Well, I guess neither one quite worked out. We've been married for nearly 34 years. I'd like to recognize my family. My wife Diana is here. Great thing about this event, my kids are all here today. My son Pearson, his wife Jessica, and my granddaughter Finley, my daughter Lanny, my grandson Bradley Bell. Her husband Stephen could not be here today. My son Braden and his fiancee Erin, they're getting married in January. One of the coolest things about this award also is hearing from so many friends. Some are here today, my TCU broadcast colleague and longtime friend John Denton, my college roommate Kenny Hawthorne, my KTBB and the Team Sports Radio family, our owner, president, and fellow Hall of Famer Paul Gleiser, my wonderful colleagues and friends Meredith Dosser, Dafford Morgan, Melissa Kaiser, her husband Winston, Chuck McKinley, his wife Rosanna, Kevin Arden, Gretchen Jackson, Ted Sorrells, and my longtime broadcast partner and most trusted friend Kevin Simon and his wife Dee, our colleague, friend, and Kilgore College Hall of Famer Manny Almanza. I so appreciate my parents, as that video said, Kenneth and Bernice Coates, for not thinking I was crazy when I decided I wanted to do this for a living, and they did let me turn the sound down and do Cowboys games to practice play-by-play. I started out as a TV anchor on the NBC affiliate in Austin as a senior at the University of Texas. 2 years later, a man named Ron Rogers, a legend in his own right, approached me about trying radio on KVET in Austin. I did, and I was hooked immediately. We get a blank canvas for our listeners and try to paint a picture with words. The men and women represented here today are true artists, and I truly am honored to be with you guys. My 47-year journey has included Channel 36 in Austin, KVET Radio in Austin, WBAP's Hal and Dick Show, and time with Josh's dad, a Hall of Famer, Joe Halstead. 1991, got to come back to work for KTBB Radio and come home. I've so enjoyed fun stuff like Southwest Conference football and basketball, the Mountain West Conference, Host Communications, Learfield, Home of Sports Entertainment. Anybody remember that? TCU and SMU football play-by-play. We've had the chance to cover a bunch of Super Bowls, 5 years with the Mavericks, Tyler Junior College, East Texas High School football, and a fun and challenging radio career. I have loved this medium since I was a kid listening to baseball games, the Dallas Cowboys, and Southwest Conference football. We get to be the eyes and ears for sports fans, and I guess you could say I've never worked a day in my life. I have never claimed to be the best ever, but no one has ever had more fun doing this for a living. And folks, I'll wrap up like Paul Gleiser said on this same podium last year. Guys, I'll see you at work on Monday. How about that? This is an unbelievable honor, and I so thank you very much. Thank you.